Hey, you guys, we are back to do Married at First Sight now. I can't make no phone calls because it almost put me to sleep. So let's go ahead and get into it.
What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video. Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka Doug. This is my lovely wife,
Courtney, also known as Coco.
and this is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews, and tonight we're gonna be talking about Married at First Sight. Yeah, it was kind of lackluster today, tonight, and put my wife to sleep. Almost put me to sleep.
No, they didn't put me to sleep. The second thing we watched put me to sleep.
But anyway.
Yeah. So, if you're brand new to this channel and you hadn't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. See it? Thing, hit it. Yeah, and that's how it works. So, if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow because Facebook just weird like that, okay? Yeah. And if on all social media sites you got, make sure you follow us and make sure you comment down below. So let's get into it, but before we get into it, let's go ahead and get into a few of the house rules. What are they, baby?
Be nice. That's all you gotta do. Be nice in the comments. You know what I'm saying? What are the house rules?
I wasn't finna say that.
Oh, what you got?
I was finna say no spoilers.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's right. No spoilers, y'all, man. Come on, don't ruin it for everybody else, okay? Right. If you find something out on the internet, don't bring it over here or
in the comments.
Or you find something out on somebody else's channel. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that because we want to see it play out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't take that enjoyment away from us and other viewers. So
yeah, exactly. So and we appreciate y'all if y'all don't say so and so channel said da 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 da. We wouldn't want you guys to go on somebody else's channel and give us a plug. So we would want the same courtesy and not giving somebody else a plug over here. So if you find something out, you want to email, chat with somebody in the comments, find a way to do it outside of the comment section. So yeah, we want to be respectful of everybody because everybody don't want to know spoilers, So yeah, we appreciate that. But another thing my husband wanted to say, I know he forgot because he wanted to say that he appreciates you guys.
Oh yeah. Ooh, boy, I'm telling you, it's been a long day. Yeah, I would like to thank the guys and girls out there, the women, men, family. You guys have been nice, lovely. I enjoy your comments. Sometimes when I have a rough day at work or around the house, just to have a rough day, period, I just go through the comments, and some of you guys, funny, have me laughing. But some of you guys, y'all can go kick rocks. Y'all can kick rocks right off a cliff. I don't care.
The ones that really and truly are here for evil. Not that you express your opinion, but when you start taking jabs at us, you know what I'm saying? It's
you got a lot of trolls out there that have a miserable life and they want to come on other people's channels and troll. I have no use for you, so you can go ahead and kick rocks off a cliff. But you want to disagree with me or her on the subject at hand, fine. We're going to see things different. I get that. That's a healthy debate. I get that. But just person attacking us for no reason because you don't have nothing to do with your life. Yeah. Bye.
But thank y'all so much for all the happy anniversary wishes and all the beauty. I go and read every comment. So thank y'all so much. It's so much appreciated and it goes so further than you even know. So yeah. So
once again, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys.
We do.
And let's continue to grow together and
just have fun.
Laugh. And we might not be for everybody. But it is what it is. But we're gonna continue to do what we do. Yep. If you don't like it, my famous word: go kick rocks.
Yeah. So hopefully one day we can have one big happy family co-ed reunion. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it because I know y'all probably done fast forward past it. All right. So
Now
this, like Eddie was saying, is a little lackluster.
A lot
I am wearing. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, that's why I did this for your lipstick.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I didn't know that. I am wearing Boss Lady lipstick, and let me just say that this is not a paid promotion, so they do not pay me they don't give me none for free for these products. I buy this stuff myself. So I am wearing Boss Lady, which is like a matte, and the eyeliner and the eyelash. So that's some stuff I bought.
And I'm wearing nothing.
All right. So if you are interested in any of this stuff from the Lip Bar, the description to the link to my affiliate website is down below, and you can get a discount. KOED fam. All right, you guys. So let's get into it. Okay, so the couples are getting back from their, getting back to their rooms, and they're undressed and trying to go to bed. So, yeah. So, let me tell you, Maylax is getting on my last nerve.
We was trying to say her name proper, but the way she was acting, especially tonight, her name Maylax, we'll stick with her.
Yeah, you say Maylax, I say Maylax. Because Maylax have loosened your stool up, honey, because she needs some loosen.
Yeah, Maylax.
You started it, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, because she's... she just
stiff. Like, why did you come on here? You complain about everything. Like somebody said in the comments, I don't know who it was, but maybe you should have went in on Millionaire Matchmaker, honey.
I said that.
Did you?
Yeah, I said she should win that show with they got a website.
I think somebody said it in the comments.
Okay, yeah, I know they got a website. You know, millionaires get together. And, yeah, and whatnot.
Because you come on the show and you want to critique the budget or whatever room that they decide to get. Girl, bye. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get into it. So Marla and Gil were talking on the bed, and they just realized that they had something in common of how their fathers passed. So he explained what happened to his father when he was a child. And if you want to talk about that, baby, he was 14 years old.
He was 14 years old when his dad was murdered. I guess the guy, whoever murdered his father, was in the house, and I guess he hid under the covers. And the guy walked right past him while he was under the covers, and went to his dad and shot him, and 2 bullets went through his neck, and he died in the hospital. And being a 14-year-old to probably go through that, I know that was real traumatic for the guy. So I feel for Gil, and also even though she's like a stick in the mud, I still feel for Maylax because her dad died in a horrific murder case. Also, right. He got set up and stabbed to death. So yeah, they both had that in common, something real traumatic. I hate to say it, it seems like that's the only thing they have in common, is that traumatic experience with their fathers. So
yeah, and at the time when he expressed it, she was like, he was like, you want to share yours? She was like, nah, don't. So it was she is one selfish chick, is all I can say. She is one selfish, self-centered chick.
Yeah, she's way past selfish.
They showed Jose and Rachel as they were waking up, but it seemed like they had got busy, honey. I think they may have been going to bed at that time, but it seemed like they were doing all that kissing and stuff behind there, like they were getting busy up on them covers, honey. Yeah, they real affectionate towards one another. They are for now.
So yeah,
for now. Let's hope it continues.
Look at that. He wore his bow tie to bed. What are you trying to be, a Chippendale dancer or something?
So he said, "Look, I got all of this.
Yeah,
all of this."
See, when a guy works out, okay, because he's gonna brag about, man, I can pull my shirt off. Look what I got under my shirt. Now it was me. She been totally disappointed. You see all that? Blah. Yeah. So
Kay and Zach, y'all favorite couple. Mm-hmm.
Crazy girl.
My favorite couple.
No,
I'm just playing.
Okay.
So anyway, Kay said that she was ready for whatever. So she down for whatever. So she said for whatever the night brings, she here for it. Zach said that when he seen her come out, he was like, okay, let me see you, girl. I know you was working with all of this. If y'all watch Martin, Gina was like, all of this. So yeah, she was working with all of that. So yeah, he didn't know what, because the wedding dress was so big, so he didn't know what kind of shape she had. So he was like, I see you, girl. So I do like, it seems like their chemistry is on point. It seems like they are good, cohesive, they getting along and all that stuff. For now. Because right now, what it is, a hurricane, what? Maybe a tropical storm?
No, what it is, she got crazy in her eyes.
You say that every time you see her.
Every time she get on camera, nothing but crazy in her eyes, man. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it. Don't care. But the girl is crazy.
Give her a chance, y'all say. Give her a chance. Give her a chance. Give her a chance. So now the couples are waking up, and it seems like Jose and Rachel, they kissing. I had just said they kissing, they ain't brushed their teeth. He said, I know we kissing and we ain't brushed our teeth.
But
I was like,
they, you know what? If you gonna kiss your wife with stinky breath, you feeling your wife, man. You most definitely. I can't kiss somebody with stinky breath.
Breath must don't stink.
Nah, I can't do it. I got that lipstick on my lip.
No, baby, it's matte. It's matte. It don't come off. So anyway, so she said that when they was talking, she said she glad she don't have to make changes for him, like she can be herself and stuff. And you know they gonna pan the camera and have him looking crazy like.
Yeah, shaded production, boy. They give that shade production, give that long pause between the conversation. Then they had the person looking all crazy and confused. I was like, come on now, it's not that subject wasn't that deep for all that.
Yeah. So let's move on to Kay and Zach again. They were sitting down eating breakfast, and the question was asked. I think Zach asked her, "Why did you want to do Married at First Sight?" So she was just saying that she was tired of doing it her way. I guess her way was not working, and she just wanted to settle down, and get a husband and stuff. So she did talk about some of her flaws, like in the relationship and stuff. She said sometimes she could be passive aggressive. I guess for a person, they can do something for so long and she just kind of sweep it up on the rug, and then I guess that's when she blow up and become hurricane. Yeah,
no, she blow up and tie somebody to the bed and get a hammer and hit their foot and break their foot like that. You haven't seen that movie, have you?
What movie?
I was named that movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The crazy woman that tied the man to the bed because he was an author and she was his biggest fan. She tied him to the bed and kidnapped him and fed him, but she wouldn't let him go. Then he was trying to escape one day, so she tied him back to the bed and said, "You're not gonna never leave me." Then she got a sledgehammer and hit his foot and foot broke like that. Yeah, that's what she reminded me of.
So I think I forgot, maybe she asked, I don't know who asked the question, was they jealous?
And she said she's possessive.
She said she's not jealous, but she is possessive over what's hers. I said, well, baby, I'm possessive too over what's mine.
It's degrees to being possessive. You can be possessive and be, kind of mind possessive, okay, yeah.
But how you know what her degree is?
Her eyes, man. Look at her eyes.
So now this is truly my favorite couple, and I wish them nothing but the best, and I hope they don't disappoint me. But Johnny and Bao, they are the cutest. But they were having a conversation, and that girl still got the text message and his phone number in her phone, and the last text message from when they talked, 7 years ago?
I didn't know a phone could hold memory that long. Or
she probably deleted everything but around that. This Johnny.
You think so?
I mean, like, she still pulled it up, but she texted him, and her number did pop up in his phone, so they still
got the same phone number and everything.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, because I delete contacts after so long. I ain't talk to you, delete, and text message. But she was like, and this was the last text message from you. What was it, baby?
She wanted to go somewhere. And he said, I'll go with you, something like that. He volunteered to go with her. And he never showed up. So basically, her husband ghosted her the last time they had communications. So now that's how small the world is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
She was like, I can't believe he ghosted me. You ghosted me. So now the couples are meeting the family and the friends individually, one by one. So Jose is meeting the friend, for Rachel's mom and friend, and they are describing the stuff about Rachel. She has a messy car. She really and truly is like her house is messy because she's always busy and stuff. And then, go ahead, babe.
Well, I have seen now I'm not gonna say all women, but a lot of women keep their cars messy. I don't understand it, man.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I know it's not you, but I say a lot of them. And if I see you have a messy car, that means to me your house is messy, and to me that's a deal breaker. You know.
And I know, and let me say that I know some people that do have a messy car, but their house is not like that. But I've never been one that, even when my kids were small, I just get all that junk up out of here. I never have had a messy car, and definitely don't like a messy house. So I mean, I can't relate.
That may be true, but the people I've seen,
yeah.
If you got a messy car, you got a messy house. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen roaches in people's cars, man. It's just like, how can you keep your car that nasty? But I digress.
They said that she gets upset and makes mental notes. Like if you tell her something or whatever, she gets upset. She said, "Okay, I got a mental note." That means she's upset, and that you have to be gentle with her when asking questions, or she explode. And I was saying to myself, is that just probably how she treats y'all? Because y'all the mama and the friend, y'all been with her forever, but does that mean that she gonna do her husband like that? I don't know.
I think she said she did the guy she dated that like that.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, but when you say you have a mental note, that means you hold grudges, because you're gonna remember how they did you. I was okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind, so that you put that in the back of your head in case something else blows up. You're gonna bring that back to the forefront.
Let's move on to what Rachel was talking to Jose's stepmama, father, and the mother. Now, I did know that father was not finna cut no corners, and y'all finna talk, but I'm finna eat this food.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I said, man, he putting salt.
He was like, a free meal? Oh, I'm here for it.
What about your son?
You gonna wait till I swallow this pancake. So they said that one thing about him, he is extreme. He's extreme structural. So he likes everything the way he like it. And of course the finances. He has a good credit score, all that stuff or whatever.
Well, but I'm just wondering, is he borderline OCD?
Probably so.
You know what I'm saying?
He asked to brush the girl teeth.
Yeah, that's kind of weird right there.
That's nasty.
Now, the credit score thing, yeah, I feel you on that, bro. Gotta keep that good credit score.
That's right.
You walk around here with 500 credit score. Matter of fact, that should be one of the questions I asked on the first date. What's your credit score?
I think you did in Facebook group. No, you didn't ask me, but in the group when I asked them questions on Facebook, I think you did. You was like, the first day I'm gonna ask her what's her credit score. I said, Chad, don't you ask me.
What? A 400? How the heck you get 400?
Don't worry about it. We're gonna use your credit. So let's move on to Ryan and Brett. And Ryan was talking to Brett's dad and mom, and Ryan was just super awkward. He really was.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
At first, I thought he was like real, sneaky and shady. He's just an introvert, and he's not comfortable around people. It seemed like to me.
But you get on the whole.
Yeah, you get on the whole show and
cameras.
And he just looked. Every time the camera gets on him, he look nervous, man. It's like, geez, why even sign up for the show? Right. You're gonna get all nervous and freeze up.
I don't understand.
It seems like a deer in the headlights sometimes. So
they did ask a question like, "What's the first thing you saw about Brett you liked about it?" He was like, her red hair, and he was like, some redheads, they either good or bad. And
he never finished that question too.
What, as far as if she was good or bad?
Yeah, because he said some redheads are good, they can pull it out, some can't. He just left it like that. So I was like, okay.
And so the mom asked, "Well, do you have any questions for us? Anything you want to?" He was like, "No." I'm like, so they had to kind of make up stuff to kind of have a conversation with him.
That scene was like 1 minute. The whole scene was 1 minute.
So Brett's, she's talking to his friend, mom, sister, and everything. So they did kind of reveal in here that he is like a little awkward and he is an introvert. So that kind of went back to say, okay, well maybe that's why he acting the way he acting. So you have to kind of like kind of like he got to feel comfortable by you, or you kind of help him to come out of his shell.
Yeah, and what gets me is that he's supposed to be this so-called womanizer. I don't want to say womanizer, but he went on a lot of dates with women.
Right.
It's like, how can you be an introvert and go on all these dates? And I thought about it. You can. You know, I was that way. You know, I wasn't the outgoing person, but I did, you know, go on a lot of dates. So it's possible, but yeah, dude, he just, I don't, like you said, baby, I don't understand why he got on a TV show being the way he is. So yeah.
You just wanted to plug your little experience in there.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see. I didn't know how to put it. I thought about me. I was an introvert, and so yeah, I did it. I was a womanizer, but I did it.
You saw the pictures, right?
The guy was cleaning out. I told him to come in here and clean out this little thing he had.
Oh yeah, man.
And so he was like, "Oh, my Freaknik pictures."
Yeah, y'all know about the Freaknik, man. Y'all know about the Freaknik.
It was like somebody had let him fresh out the house, and he been locked up for 20 years. He all.
Hey, I was young,
somebody
man.
Somebody butt in his face. He all like. I was like, oh my gosh, who let you? We've been locked up. Women.
It was a Freaknik, man. We was having a good time.
Girl got his leg all over. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
But I had to throw them away.
No. I
threw them away.
I didn't make you.
I know. I just went ahead and threw them away.
Yeah. I said, if you want to hold on to your memories, as long as ain't no woman with nothing, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to hold on, hey, that's you. But yeah, I went through them all. I said, hand them here. I want to see them all. So yeah. Anyway, yes, a woman. I guess Ryan can be an introvert, but then you know. Anyway, so let's move on to Gia. He meets Malax. He meets Malax's friends.
Yeah.
And so,
oh my gosh,
her brother and the two guys, right?
One guy, it was like, you know, you remember.
Steal my punchline. You want to?
Yo, I was gonna say like 5 guys in the burger, one guy in the sandwich. Cause he the same.
That was my line. You wanted to steal my line.
No.
You know I talked about that. Oh, anyway. So the question was asked, like, what are some of the red flags? I think the brother asked, him that, Gil that. So Gil said, well, you know, I'm not sure about, you know, her finances and stuff. So her brother was like, well, you know, as far as her finances, you know, I handle, you know, I guess he said he handle her money or calculate her money.
The brother?
Right.
He knows everything about her finances.
And stuff. So he was like she put enough in savings, but whatever she want to spend, she's going to spend and stuff. And I'm like, brother, you're getting on my nerves. And then, so they talked to the black guy, which is a friend. He just said, well, you know, we've been friends for like 10 years and stuff. And I was there for her. And I, you know, when her father passed away, and, you know, I just kind of like took up under my wings and stuff.
And the other guy?
He said, can I get that number 2? Because all you seen him was, they had that little ham sandwich and them french fries and brought us right on out to him. I said, he ain't say not one word, honey.
Not
he just
one.
Like, I'm here for the meal. They said I need to come. I'm here for the meal.
Did they even say who he was?
I think friend. But I think I seen him on one of the other times. But yeah, this time, I
thought they pulled him off the street and say, hey, we just need you to sit down here, order you some food, and act like you interested in this conversation.
Look at them and just nod your head. So yeah, but the brother was saying, you know, that he told Gil, he was like, well, you know, that everything go good as long as you don't get on my bad side, you know, you don't want to get on my bad side. And I was like, brother.
I really felt like that was a threat, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, brother, what can he do though? You talking about Gil, look at you.
Yeah, I know, but who knows, man, but that whole family seemed like they bougie, man.
Yeah, because Gil was like, oh, I thought I was going to be talking to a bunch of girls, but it's a bunch of guys, so okay, I feel kind of relaxed and stuff. So it's like, what? Okay, we know what, but what did her mom ever come?
I don't know, man.
Anyway.
All I know is that
I'm tired of Miralax.
Yeah, me too. Gil thought he was going to sit down and talk to some guys. Like you said, he thought it was going to be comfortable. But that conversation made a quick left turn. And, you know, these guys was like, you know, to me, I felt like they was talking down to Gil. To me. It was like they was talking down, like they was belting to Gil. So
that's good. Especially that brother. He did talk down.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, what the heck is you, man?
I'm saying, y'all went on a show. Anyway.
Gil, get out, bro. Get out.
All right, so... Marilex meets Gil's friends, and so anyway, ain't nothing to talk about. She was just talking about she moody if she don't get enough sleep and stuff like that. And to me, it seemed like they was kissing her butt, pretty much. So yeah, I ain't like that. The only thing I learned from that conversation was that when she don't get her way, she throws a tantrum and she get moody. And she shuts down when she don't get her way. And she said she'll keep whining until, you know, it happens. To me, that's a bad sign for Gil. But hey, this is what the experts picked. This is what they said. She should have been on Unmatchable, but this is what they did. Thanks, expert. I guarantee you, May Lex is some kin of somebody that's producing this show, and she got the hook up to get on this show. Cause like you said, I don't understand how she got on the show. I don't. So let's move on to Zach meet with Kay sisters, and of course, you know, like we did last time, like the three, what it was, the stepsister. So anyway, so he asked like any kind of advice you can give me for Kay. So they was like, well, you know, just be aware that she's used to someone to protect her, and you know, like she's a little sister. We've been kind of like her protector for a long time. So you know, I'm just saying, are you gonna be that person that's gonna protect her? So he was like, oh yeah, for sure. I got that. I definitely could do that. So one of his sisters was like, well, can we trust you? Like you should, because you know if it don't happen. I'm saying protector. Okay, I do understand what a protector does, but what are you talking about? Are you sure? Like is some harm gonna come to her and he gonna get it? I don't understand. I didn't understand it at all. Protect what? Protect her heart? I didn't understand it. I didn't give her way, because it seems like she's a brat herself, and when she don't get her way, she goes screaming and hollering. So that's what you mean? Maybe that's what they mean. Because really and truly, if she's the younger sister, right, and they're the older ones, they probably been her way. Right, especially since the dad passed, because it seems like she's still emotional about that, which rightfully so, but they just probably kind of let up have her way. Because if they called her Hurricane K, then don't sound like they trying to put the hurricane out. Right, they just let her just go. They just kind of cater to it. Spin till she spin out, baby. And because they are allowing that, it affects her relationship with guys, you know. Yeah. And are they saying, okay, well, allow her to have her way? No. I told you. I saw the crazy in her eye. Y'all didn't believe me. So Kay is going to meet Zach's family. And I said mom, because that mom still say, I ain't playing with you, girl. I ain't playing. Don't you hurt my son. Don't you hurt his feelings. I'm not here for it. And so like everybody been like called, you know, and the whole family is like trying to protect them, you know. You gotta let these people grow up. So the dad said, can you tell that he's spoiled? You know, and so she was like, no, because that's when she said, honey, I'm out spoiling him, but yeah, that's what I was about to say. But no, you know, when you spoil yourself, it's kind of hard to see somebody else being spoiled. Yeah. The mom, as they were talking and stuff, she made hardly little to no, you know, facial expressions. The dad and I think the son basically were talking, but yeah, the mom just like, So, we noticed that they showed a clip of them asking, you know, what's her name, Kay, you know, to come up and she's going to dance with her dad. And I'm saying to myself, did nobody not know that woman dad is not here? Like, you know, who did that? Because that right there, it was a touching moment. All the sisters started crying. Like, who didn't know that? I guess the DJ didn't know. I mean, somebody tell him. Like, everybody don't have a parent there. Like, well, the DJ don't know it. Maybe tell him the DJ should have asked. Yeah, DJ probably wasn't in production meeting either. You know what I'm saying? He's probably somebody should have slid the note. Anyway, well, he probably DJ in a strip club that at the time they had production meeting. He missed it, and so that's why. But anyway, so I don't think Zach knew about her father, but anyway, he was like, your dad. She was like, no. So anyway, his dad came and danced with him, which I thought that was absolutely sweet. I thought it was a beautiful moment. I mean, I really did. I think production had all that set up. So the question was, I think the mom asked, how do you handle conflict? And so Kay was like, well, you know what? I don't have the conflict like my parents did. You know, they argued. They did a lot of stuff that was, you know, they didn't, I guess, fight fair. They did a lot, I guess, fighting and arguing in front of them. So she was like, that's not how I'm going to do it. She said, I believe in, you know, trying to, you know, pretty much have arguments that's going to be effective. And so she was like, I'm not with all that fussing and screaming and hollering. I said, I ain't. Well, we seen that in the last couple episodes. You was fussing, hollering, and screaming. You get sleepy, baby?
No.
You blinking your eyes. So yeah, the mom said she go by actions, honey. She said, I hear the words, but I go by your actions.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna say?
Oh, man.
What you feel about that? You tired of me talking about cake?
Yeah, I actually am.
So anyway, so let's move on to Johnny. Johnny is talking to Bao friends. And basically they told him that, you know what, she didn't like that sports gift. You want to talk about that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Johnny was kind of disappointed that she didn't like the sports gift. But, you know, some women just not into sports. Now, was she kind of over dramatic with it? I think she was.
He said she was too.
Yeah,
was disappointed that she was acting
I
like
think
that.
she was very over dramatic with it. But, you know, hey, to each their own. Some women just don't like sports, and she's just one of them.
So Bao meets his family, and he greets his mom because that's what
I don't know. Some people
Vietnamese?
said I thought they were Vietnamese. Then some people said they're Chinese. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
who said they're Chinese?
you said it was Chinese.
I didn't say that.
I thought you said it was Chinese. Because they said something about a Chinese thing.
They said something about Chinese blanket. Like
okay.
In the beginning, they had this. I think it was his sister. Somebody got them a Chinese blanket.
Somebody getting busy late on that night.
And they got to have so many babies or something like that or whatever they produce it. I don't know. But anyway, so she said his mom spoke in their language, and she said, "Just call me mom." And so she said, "That's, you know." What she say?
That was real sweet, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she's going to call her mom to respect, I guess, her elders. Yeah.
So anyway, they did talk about the grandkids and stuff like that, you know.
She
like
wasn't feeling that.
She's like, and so she said, yeah, because I think it was the sister, auntie, somebody said he could be a Mr. Mom at home. So it don't look like she took too kindly to that.
But then again, it could have been production. You know how they like to put the camera in your face at an awkward time. You looking all crazy, so.
She did ask about his dad, and the mom did explain about his dad. But then on the next clip, when they showed, you know, Bao and Johnny talking, she talked about his dad, and so she was like, "Well, I'm gonna get your dad to change his, you know, kind of change his mind. I'm gonna try to talk to him and everything." So, you know, she did. Not she did. She was telling him that. Oh yeah. I was looking at you because it looked like you were going to sleep. Was you going to sleep?
No. I was trying to see what you was going with this.
Okay. So yeah, she was talking to him and said, "Well, you remember that part?"
Yeah, I remember that part.
She said that.
She said she's good with fathers, right? That's the part you're talking about.
So.
Yeah, she said she's good with fathers, but Johnny, I think it means a lot for his dad to be there.
Because on the confession, he was
he was crying. Like you said, he has a point. His dad's still stuck in his 70s with the old 70s mindset when it comes to marriage. Right. And you know, like you said, I don't, you know, my dad this and that, but I know he still loves me. And it hurts, man. I understand where he's coming from. You want your dad to be there, and, you know, at times, you know, especially in most important times in your life, and you know, he didn't show up. So.
Yeah. So she said she's going to talk to him.
Yeah,
so,
I still don't think that's going to change that.
Now, well, maybe because they know each other. I don't know. No. But anyway, so the couples are having a conversation. So, you know, Gil was talking to
Marillax.
Yeah. And he was telling her, you know, he's not a person that focuses on money. Like, money is not his focus. And what she said, babe?
Money is the only focus she had. She be trying to figure out how to make more money. And I like Gil's mindset, because if you're chasing that dollar, you don't know. Some people would do anything and everything to chase that dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Gil said, yeah, you need money to live and survive, but money is not what drives me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's me being content and happy, which I'd rather be content and happy than chasing dollars all my life. You can work yourself into an early grade trying to chase that dollar.
The Bible said, what? The love of money is the root of all evil. Now, granted, you know, of course people want to go from, a lot of people want to go from tier to tier and just climb and excel and be successful. That's true. But you can't let money drive you. And I think, and she was like, she grew up with poverty. She grew up poor. And I think that's the reason why it's all about name brand for her. Name brand for her. So I think that's some trauma, trauma that she's trying to cover up or deal with because she didn't have a lot of stuff growing up, you know, and she talked about her childhood.
But you think after a while you'll grow out of that, you know what I'm saying?
It could be deep.
Because, you know, I know in my early 20s I was all about name brand in my early 20s. As I got older, you know, I'm saying, okay, I'm going to spend this extra amount on this name brand stuff, and I can save my money and ship it to here and ship it to there, you know, save my money here and investing in that and put my money in an investment. Now maybe she got enough money she can do all that. You know what I'm saying? When you look at me like that.
Because you still in the name brand.
Not
What are you
like
talking
that,
about?
man.
What
No.
are you talking about? It is polo this.
No.
You gotta be matched from head to toe. A person that when we got married and I went to the grocery store, he said, "Oh, I don't do generic." I was
That's
like,
food. That goes with my body, man. That's different.
Generic is just the
Oh,
same.
I can't be having no.
And then you don't fly on no Southwest, honey. You is all into what?
Because I'm going to go on a plane that's going to keep my life in their hands.
My husband is a
my
husband is it's a name brand.
No.
Maybe not to the point of Maryland.
No, I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it to a certain
I wear a
degree.
KOED shirt, okay?
It's because it's made by us. It's made by us.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. This wasn't even about me.
Because you just kicked yourself right on out the game trying to talk about her. You got to grow out of that. And I'm saying, grow out. Dude, your whole closet, you got 2 closets full of clothes that is just polo, dancing, and all the little alligator things and stuff. So yeah, what do you buy or what? You don't buy Walmart shirts. You don't buy them kind of simple stuff, right? Case closed. Court is adjourned. All right, so now let's move on to Zach and Kay. So Zach and Kay are naked and not ashamed. All up on the cover, giggling. And it looked like she ain't had nothing. I said, she naked. They naked. And they found out that what? What they do, baby?
They did the oochie coochie. They did the oochie coochie. It don't surprise me they did the oochie coochie. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they waited till, I guess, you know.
Nah, I don't think that. I think they got the oochie coochie going on the first night.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what I think, man.
You think so?
Yeah, they probably like, you know, it was like a quick oochie coochie for wedding night, but the next night they kind of got more into it. But yeah, man, she already said she's down for whatever. So yeah, crazy.
So anyway, so let's move on. So we almost finished. They get ready to pack and get on this honeymoon. I know y'all said ain't wasn't much to talk about, but we did. So I try to go over what I can write down, honey. So they going to where?
Keys of Florida. That's what they call it, Keys of Florida, man. You know what I'm saying?
They going to the Florida Keys.
I thought it was Key West at first. And I thought, I said Key West? Oh, the Keys of Florida. Which one?
I said, don't you say that on no camera, honey. It is not no Keys of Florida, honey.
Yeah, like they're going to give the keys, like an actual Key of Florida.
So they going to the Florida Keys. And so they were packing and Married at First Sight gave them, they all had a little basket outside their room. And, you know, with their little honeymoon shirts and masks and all the little stuff will let them know where they going. So Gil and Mayalax were talking. And so she looking over all the stuff and she complaining about this. She complaining about that. I can't wear this mask because of my lashes. I can't do this because of that. And he was like, gee.
How can you go on vacation with a person like that?
I can't.
You know, complain about every little thing. And this is not stuff she bought. It's free stuff. and you complain about it. Yeah, if you don't like it, fine. But don't complain about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
Just like, this episode, she really got under my skin.
Oh, yeah.
And she really did. She really did.
Bao, she made her a spreadsheet for her packing. I said, well, maybe that's a good idea.
You got, how many days you going to be at the vacation? You're going to be on vacation 5 days. Get 5 outfits, 5 things of underwear,
women don't work like
5 socks,
we don't do that.
2 pair of shoes.
We don't do
and
that.
Some deodorant, toothpaste, and a toothbrush.
Okay, we don't do like that. Because most of the stuff you going to ask me, baby, did you get this? I forgot this. Did you get this? I forgot. I got it.
If you forget it, you run to Walmart or Target and pick it up.
Not if you ain't close to no Walmart or Target, because that ain't in every place.
Well, you don't go on vacation into places like that until you find out that they got Target or Walmart.
You don't shop at Walmart. That's another thing. My husband do not shop at Walmart.
I don't do no Walmart.
So anyway, so the couples arrived at the resort, and I guess it was called Isabella or something like that. So anyway, Jose and Rachel, they're getting in their room, and of course they're brushing their teeth and get ready to go to bed. The man said, I can brush your teeth, and she was like,
Oh, come on, Jose. You don't do that, man. It makes you come off as some kind of pervy, man. Come on.
Some kind of what?
Pervy.
Pervert.
Yeah, you don't do that, man. Man, he's also with cool points, man.
She said that they do have a lot of things in common. It's almost kind of scary because they seem to be perfect.
Jose and Rachel.
Right. Seem to be perfect. But yeah, we know that that's not gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna brush that woman's teeth like she's a little baby.
So Gil and Maylay. Maybe Gil and Maylay are going into their room. So of course she's complaining about this.
Let's see. Gil walking through the room like he was passionate. Ooh, Well, she like complaining.
But she said, "This is not the
this is not the presidential suite, and this is some kind of retirement home in Florida." I said, you don't have to pay for it. Yeah, it might not be to your standard, but still enjoy it. You on your honeymoon with your husband. Some things he's gonna overlook. Okay, he's overlooked just to get through it.
Because during the whole pandemic, so they probably couldn't fly y'all out nowhere, child.
And
then she said, "Oh, this is not the dream honeymoon." And she said, "Oh, look at that swimming pool. Mine bigger than that." She made some reference to it. I don't know if it's bigger than that or whatever.
She said, "Oh, my swimming pool bigger than that." Okay.
And then she go bragging.
Okay.
I was saying, is it your swimming pool or is it just like the
condo or apartment?
You know what I'm saying? You got to share with.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm saying, okay.
People.
Okay, she said do she have her own personal swimming pool, or is she sharing it with the apartment complex?
At the apartment complex, because this is in Atlanta, honey.
It's Houston.
Oh, okay, Houston. Okay, okay. Wrong city. So anyway, so she complaining to her, and so they were talking, and so Gil was like, "Are you saying you high maintenance?" She like, I was like, "Yeah, bro, you probably should have said nah."
Well,
check.
You know what?
I'm going in this.
I'm gonna agree with you what you said off camera. They did Gil wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Mary at first sight did Gil wrong on this one here.
The way.
He and her do not match at all. I can see them having problems big time. If Gil, who left in the middle of the season, one of the seasons, kind of like walked out. What's his name?
Olivia and Brett.
Yeah, he might need to put Brett. I'm for real, man. He might need just like, you know what? Just go ahead and leave, man. Cause man, she won't kiss you. High maintenance, complain about everything. Don't want to have fun with you.
Nope. Get in the bed, curl up.
Yeah, don't want
stuff like that.
Right.
He was like, what he said? Can we?
Can I give you a foot massage?
She was like, no. Good night, husband.
Yeah, and talk down to you. Man, go ahead and leave that thing, man.
I mean, oh yeah, the TV came on because it came off the witchcraft. So anyway, so let's move on to Ryan and Brett. So I don't know what happened on that plane, but she was uber nervous. And it turned him all the way off to the point where he was like, I would have been on a date with a girl and she would have did this, she would have never saw me again.
All I'm saying is they should have showed that footage of her on that plane. I would just love to see how she was acting, man.
Because he said something about a child. I don't know, the child was saying something.
He said, I had to make a child cry. The only thing I can think of is that the child was probably teasing Brett about her freaking out, and Ryan yelled at the child, "Leave my wife alone. I know she crazy. Leave her alone." And the child started crying.
So, yeah. Anyway, so let's move on to the last scene where Val and Johnny. Right now, I'm sorry, out of all of them, I'm not sure about it. Some of them, but Val and Johnny, it seemed like I'm real sure about them. It just seemed like they're gonna make it. But yeah, he asked as far as, you know, he said he's gonna take his time as being intimate with his wife. So whatever she wants to do, she said reference about going to sleep in the other room, whatever, but she was just talking about because he said she snore.
Right.
But he was like, I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable, so whatever you want me to do, I do, you know, that, you know, whatever. But I want you to take your time. So anyway, so he said, well, as far as, you know, sex, like when it comes to sex, like what are you into? And so she was like, you know, for me, kissing. So she said, kissing, I can tell like how you're going to be in bed, right, you know, sexually. So he said for him, what, babe?
For him, he does the vanilla plain sex. He don't do the other stuff like the butt stuff.
I said, that's an outing.
I said, man, they went there with it. Okay.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah, he said it's not designed to go there. But I know some of y'all might disagree. So
y'all do what y'all want to do. It is an exit, honey. It is not an entrance.
So he said he gonna do none of that freaking stuff. He just plain and vanilla. Now, okay, that's fine and dandy. Now, what both? Well, she's not like that. Well, she kind of like got a little freaky side. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she might got to warm up to it, but she might have a little freaky side.
I already let you know. Don't do that little booty stuff, honey. So, no, we're not doing that. Yeah. It was, and she said on Confession, she was like, wow, he was just bold when he just came right out and said his stuff.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I would have done the same thing.
I don't care, man.
I would. What you like to do? What's your favorite? What? So yeah, so I like to know how your mind works, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes some people are just like Johnny, just plain. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we actually had that conversation before we, you know, got married and stuff. So
because sometimes you hear about these people, they tell you what they like. It'll scare you off.
Wrong with you, baby?
It'll scare you off, man.
Be like staying on what you call chain me up down in the basement and put a gag in my mouth.
Yeah, man. What? No, dog. I can't. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
No. I have limits. Trust me, man.
So yeah, I mean that's something you do want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, but them, of course, they married, so you know, ain't like it matter, honey. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, on that note, we are tired, but we have one more video to do, and then we'll be done for tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. You got anything else, babe? Don't forget to go to our website, kourtneyandeddie.com. I'm actually trying to upgrade it as we speak, trying to get some things together, make it look a little bit more, you know, cute. You know, I like cute
let
stuff.
That pop.
Yeah. So, yes, you can get these shirts on our website at kourtneyandeddie.com. You can go out there and get them. And, yeah, they're on sale right now, so go out there and check them out.
Right. Get these shirts. Get them. If you don't, I'm going to send the Uchi Coochie man.
Bye. Y'all, don't forget to go God, let God go with you. We'll see you on the next video. Deuces.